We are going to be wiring the DC lights in our Catalina 30. We have been keeping something from you. Why don't we screw them in? What are we doing?
There's a couple things going on here.
We are worried about it, yes.
Okay. The question is, did you cut them too short?
Look how bright this boat is! Wow. 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 This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing something we haven't done in a super long time, which is actually a project video. Seems like it's, well, it has been like 6 months since we've actually done a project on the boat.
Yeah.
And yes, we have been keeping something from you. Big secret. But for the last several months, we have been living without certain essential lighting in the boat. Our theory is that some of our stanchions are leaking a bit, which is super normal. That's another big project we need to get into. But that's causing water to run in through the cracks and then like through, what's it called again? The board?
Ooh. The balsam?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, it is. It isn't balsam.
There's a layer of wood in the there's a layer of wood in between the 2 layers of fiberglass. Mm-hmm. And we think there's water in there.
Yeah, so it's running through the water and through the screw holes that the lights are screwed to the roof with.
Yeah, so just tiny, like minuscule amounts of water, but enough to probably corrode the wires. 2
of our lights have given out. And one of them is the bathroom light, so we've been getting ready in a very dark bathroom for way too long. What we've been using for our bathroom light is we have this cute little reading light, which is AC and plugged into our lovely AC outlets, but it's got this windable neck, so we just bring it outside of the V-berth and shine it right into the bathroom. So we're gonna fix those, and we are at our favorite Canadian Tire to pick up some goods, to pick up some materials, some building materials. I'm excited for this. It's been a really long time since we worked on the boat.
Hello YouTube, it's your friendly neighborhood Jonas here. I'm just walking home from work. It's been about 2 weeks since our last video, and thankfully the weather has been way nicer. Spring comes super fast around here, and yeah, strangely enough, as cold as it can get, it doesn't tend to stick around very long. So tonight, for example, it's already like 8 degrees or something like that, very pleasant. It's a Monday night here, and Jill and I have a pretty busy night planned. We've been putting off the light project for ages, so we're excited to finally start doing that. It should spruce things up. I don't know why we didn't do it sooner, but I think anybody who has a boat may understand the way that projects can sort of build up. You can hear behind me, there's always lots of honking. Anyway, I'm gonna head in here, say hi to Jilly, and we'll probably start working on the light project, and then at some point during the night we're gonna get some noodles for takeout as well to help get us through the project. But for now, we'll just get started. How's it going?
Good. You ready to do some lighting?
Yes.
First things first, safety first, and we're gonna use all of our AC lights as like lighting so we can see inside the boat because it's dark out, and we're gonna flip off the DC breaker because we don't want any electrocutions tonight. Quick disclaimer, we are 100% amateur. I don't even think you could call us electricians.
Not even close.
But we have acquired a really, really basic knowledge of DC wiring with the help of people who know what they're doing, and just through wiring this boat. So these are the lights that we have in the boat. They're actually RV lights, but I believe, yeah, actually they're for marine and boat. DC LED. They're fantastic. I definitely recommend them. And they're super nice looking, like you don't even notice them really. But they just look like this. This is the underneath And then they just have a cover. Yeah, I think they look really great. They come in like different colors. I think we got like the warm white because we didn't want it like fluorescent in here. They're Falcon, like Falcon without an L.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Like bacon.
Like fake bacon. We just got these off Amazon. They were like, they're kind of expensive. I think they're like $30 each, but I mean, we live in a 30-foot boat. We probably have excessive lighting. Like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these in here. Probably don't need that many, but.
Okay, that's everything we need. What about our double-sided tape for mounting?
Oh.
Oh, Jillian.
We have 3M. It's actually auto body double-sided tape, which is fantastic because this stuff is waterproof and really, really strong. So hopefully the lights aren't falling down. Now you may be asking,
why don't we screw them in?
why don't we screw them in? What are we doing?
Come this way. You'll see the problem. Ugh. Okay.
What is that?
So this, we've had this up here for months and months and months. We have a piece of paper towel taped to catch the drips. When these lights were installed, they were mounted with little screws. Now, not very long, but they were screwed into the fiberglass. 4 of the 6 of them, that's been okay. But 2 of the lights, we noticed fairly significant leaks. So there's a couple things going on here. The main thing is that some of the stanchions on the outside of the boat do have very minor leaks. Water gets in between the 2 layers of fiberglass. In here, there's a middle layer, and we suspect that there is a small amount of water in there in some places. When these lights were screwed in, obviously that allowed that water to drip out very slowly, but it's been enough to corrode the wiring and knock out the lighting.
So the reason we have that duct tape there is just because it was dripping onto our pillow and no one likes a wet pillow. There it is. Soon to be replaced.
Soon to be replaced. It's kind of sad. It doesn't work anymore, but it will be great to get a new one on there. The reason we redid all the wiring in this boat is because the previous DC lights were cracked and corroded and lots of problems. So we ended up just putting these lights sort of over top or in similar places, but we did screw them in just like the old lights. So if you are considering redoing your lighting in the boat, we do kind of recommend trying out the tape. We'll let you know how it goes. But this tape should be nice and strong and hold the lights up, and then you have no holes in your fiberglass, and essentially if there's no holes on the interior of the boat, there's no drips coming in. Yeah. I feel like drips are a big part of any boat, and we are working to fix them. The stanchions are a huge project, which we will be doing. We had a comment in our last video, someone saying, aren't you worried about the stanchions? And yes,
we are worried about it. Yes, we don't want the balsam wood interior to start rotting and get soft, but that's going to be a project when the rain calms down a little bit. We are going to take down the lights that are dripping, replace the 2 lights that have broken. We're going to fill the old screw holes with epoxy to seal up the leakage points, and then we're going to clean up the lights a little bit, rewire some of the new lights, and we're just going to stick the lights up with some double-sided tape. That's the plan. Sounds simple. Piece of cake.
Never that easy, but it's okay. It's a good learning experience.
Nice. Okay, so DC is no longer live, which means in theory there's
minimal risk.
Minimal risk.
Minimal occupational risk.
So we're testing this one first. This one isn't actually broken, it works, but it's leaking, so we are still going to take it down and seal it. The only problem is these little caps are fragile and not the easiest thing to take off.
And the boat's rocking like mad.
I know, someone must be taking a midnight cruise. Come on. This one isn't too bad, but there has been, they don't drip constantly, like they just drip sometimes, which is really confusing. This one hasn't dripped for a while, but you can see there obviously has been a little bit of water. So we're just gonna clean it up. We don't need to rewire this one, but we are gonna seal it up. How are you making out in here?
Oh, good. I'm still working on getting it off.
Nice. Get in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hmm.
How'd it go? What does it look like?
Maybe nothing broke, I can't tell.
It feels like they break, but I don't actually think they do.
Yeah, it just comes off so violently, but I think it's okay.
Nice, that one's gonna be replaced anyway.
Perfect. That is what the corrosion looks like. So that sort of wooden layer is leaking just very small amounts of wood juice into the light, but it does prevent it from working properly. That's the inside.
The covers are off, so next step is to unscrew the lights. See what's underneath. I'm worried that these are completely rusted out, which would make our job a lot harder.
What do you mean completely?
Like the screws? Oh.
Oh. Did it just disintegrate?
That's pretty crazy.
Whoa.
And I mean, you know, I believe that's magnetic, so it's not stainless. Oh, that's on the, of all the ones, is actually still intact. Ooh, I don't even want to know what's underneath. Come on, buddy.
That's a long screw.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, so these are just the screws that it came with. Better than I expected. That's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Probably why this one's still okay. So you can see that is where the old DC lights were, and when we got the boat, there wasn't a single one that worked, and there wasn't a single one that was even fully intact. They were all like crushed for some reason, and so like we used this placement to place a lot of our new lights.
Qu'est-ce que tu fais?
I'm wiping down the surfaces that we're going to be using double-sided tape on with, we're just using rubbing alcohol because we forever don't have acetone, but you can use acetone too. And just to remove any oils or dirt or debris so the tape sticks the best it can, because we don't want lights coming down in the middle of the night.
I'm gonna order some noodles.
Nice.
It's like 8 o'clock on a Monday night. School night, work night.
We have no food.
We have minimal food, but we're always in close proximity to Noodle Box.
It's a dangerous game.
So that's what we're doing.
I shouldn't say we have no food. We just don't have fresh food.
We don't have inspiring food.
No, like we have pasta and potatoes, which are delicious in themselves, but.
Damn, they have shoyu ramen.
Oh, I didn't know that.
What? It's new. Ooh, Japanese-inspired savory soy-based broth. Oh,
nice.
Man, that looks tasty. I'm not gonna get it, but it looks tasty.
Okay, it should be ready in 20-25 minutes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye for now. The lighting is extra moody in this video because we're changing the lighting.
I know, it's kind of hard to see even though like lights are on.
Okay, what are we doing?
Okay, next step is we are just gonna go fill all the holes with some epoxy. And the reason we're using epoxy is because it binds well to wood. It's hard. It's not gonna like degrade like silicone or something. I feel like I am like administering medication or something. And yes, it might drip out. You'd be correct in guessing that.
Oh no.
No, it's gonna be okay because it's... And we're just using 5-minute epoxy. Because it's all you need. A little bit of 5-minute epoxy. Wow, this? Okay, you know what? Not all projects go according to plan. I think this project is going according to plan.
Is it dripping out though?
No, it's not. Well, yeah, a little bit. This is the old wiring. I don't know, I'm throwing some on there. Don't worry, it's not live. All the wires have been cut. It's just like remnant wires, and it has been checked with a gauge thinger. I believe it's working. Do you think epoxy sticks to tape?
I don't know. What are you doing?
Okay, this might be crazy, but I'm taping it closed. I'm taping it shut. And
doesn't it need oxygen to bind?
Does it?
I think so. For it to work.
Well, it's gonna be an experiment, okay? I'm gonna tape one of them because that's the only one that's dripping out.
Okay, I'm getting the noodles.
Tasty, yeah.
The substance of life.
How is it out there?
It's crisp.
Oh, beautiful.
You can see Orion's belt. Maybe not on camera. We're taking a quick break from our little lighting project to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of courses on a huge range of topics. If you're trying to learn a new skill or a new piece of technology, Skillshare is a great place to start. Skillshare has lots of benefits that can help you learn. The first thing is that it's ad-free. With Skillshare you get access to classes all at once so you can take them without interruption. Skillshare has new premium classes that are launched every week, so there's always something new. We wanted to join Skillshare because we're hoping to learn some new tips and tricks that will help us improve the quality of these YouTube videos that we're making. Jill and I are both super new to photography and videography and making YouTube videos, even though we've been at it now for more than a year, but we still have lots to learn. A course that Jill and I recently started taking is called Storytelling Through Film, How to Create Engaging Videos for YouTube, and it's by an author called Thomas Dyer. We have really enjoyed this course because it's helping us produce more interesting YouTube videos. If you're interested in finding a great resource for learning new skills and new talents, we highly recommend Skillshare as your new partner in curiosity. Skillshare is offering the first 1,000 people who use the link in our description a 1-month free trial, so you can try Skillshare for yourself.
Okay, so while Jonas is picking up noodles, I'm going to show you the game plan. It's really, really simple. So these lights obviously come with 2 wires. In this case, the white wire is the ground, so like your classic black or white wire. And then the black wire is actually the positive. So that'll go to like a red wire if you're color coding it. We are going from 18 gauge to 16 gauge, but that's not a problem. Our butt connectors are good from 22 to 16 gauge. And yeah, we got insulated butt connectors, so I guess that's good. So I've already put a butt connector on this one. So I just kind of twist the wire so it's not frayed, stick the connector on, and I kind of twist it as I go too, again, so it's not fraying. I want to make sure it's really, really in there, and then take our wonderful tool and crimp it. In this case, crimp it at the 1.5 or the red setting because it's a red butt connector. And then we'll take these and we can just hook it up to the existing wire that we have that's sort of running the whole DC circuit, and we should be good to go. So it's a pretty simple project. I don't know, it just took us a really long time to get it done, but it'll be such a luxury to have a bathroom light again. It's, yeah, I can't wait. Hey. Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, that looks cool.
Yeah. This is the true moment of truth. This isn't super stoked to go in. Crimp, crimp, crimp. And then pull pretty good to test because sometimes it misses, and that would really suck. Okay, now we're making big moves. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna cut.
Do you cut the red wire or the white wire?
So the thing with wiring is that you don't want, I don't want to cut the white and the black because then there would be 2 connections right side by side. And you don't want that, like you want to minimize connections. So I'm going to cut just above the red and just above the white here, completely remove this white and all the old connections, and then we'll be able to put 2 new fresh ones on. Woohoo!
Oh, scary.
And then the other thing I learned as well, when you're doing things like lighting, I don't want to cut the red and the white at the same level, because otherwise you have 2 butt connections and it makes it really, really thick there, especially when we're trying to hide the wiring because we're trying to make it like kind of aesthetic. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the white a little bit shorter And then the two butt connections will just sit nicer next to each other. Okay.
Question is, did you cut them too short?
I didn't think about that, but it'll be okay. So I'm gonna strip it now. I believe this is 16. Yeah, oh yeah. With just enough, but not too much. I find it so amazing that, you know, you can like do all this stuff and it makes electricity go. Like, oops.
Whoa.
I think it's pretty cool. Now that I have my two open ends, I can just attach, making sure we attach the correct ones, because otherwise that would just not be good. Give her a pull. Okay, nice.
Let's hope she works.
Let's hope indeed. I feel like we shouldn't fully mount these until we actually test that they work.
Yeah, let's test them first. Where's the butts?
Here.
Thank you.
I see lights. We got one.
Oh, hell yeah.
We got two. Are they working?
Yes!
We got four. Wow. That feels really good. This bathroom hasn't been so lit.
Get rid of this
in
bad
months.
boy.
Yes.
Woo!
Nice. Now the easy part, we just tape.
I mean, the whole thing is pretty easy.
Look how bright this boat is.
And then we'll put the, or do the caps need to go on before they get stuck up? Probably, eh?
No, caps go on after. They're like the finishing touch. Because normally you'd screw them up. But we go tape, and I hope this tape sticks.
But because we're just taping it, can't we just put it up?
Yeah, but I prefer to put the cap on after.
And they just snap on?
Yeah.
Okay. These are the questions of life.
Did the chicken come first, or did the egg come first? The moment of truth. Where do we want it? Right here, probably.
Stick.
Oh yeah. Stick up.
Is it like glue?
Yeah, it feels pretty strong. I think it'll probably strengthen like as it is on there. And we did try and put lots of tape on because obviously it's a boat, it's not flat, and we just wanted maximum surface area of tape. If all of our lights fall down in a month, we'll let you know. We'll
happened
paint a comment.
before. We did that with puck lights the one time and they all fell down. It was so funny.
Although in our defense, that was like cheap. That like they like came with
Like
the double-sided
Walmart.
tape.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't this kind of tape. Finishing.
Oh.
Voila.
The reveal.
Oh. Whoa!
Whoa!
Did I mess it up? I kind of did. Did I put it on sideways? Oh, there we go. that was user error. Woohoo! Wow. 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 So bright in here. Oh, nice. Well, job well done.
Yes.
Got her done.
We're done.
We hope this is interesting. We hope it helps give you some ideas about lighting and who knows what else. But yeah, we're really happy to have some light in here again. And yeah, it's kind of fun to do an evening project.
It is. Get a little hungry along the way, but the food tastes better.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It feels like I feel like I've like accomplished a lot today. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Can we have that donut before we go?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
What are you doing? Oh, Jillian. Oh, Jillian. Kind of wanted to do like an ad break thing. Ad break! Oh man, that's such a funny shot. Not our best one.
Whoa, hey.
I don't want to be in it.
Well, do you want to start bathroom or V-berth? Oh, Jonas. We're just gonna cut that out of the video.